Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a June 2010 and 13 variant and question number 10. We have topic is our functions AS level. First of all, he's saying that that values of the constant k we need to find. If this is a line, and how will not a line? Because power and y, x and y is 1, 1. Is a tangent to curve. Curve is above. It means we have three criteria. Tangent to curve means line, touch and go, and this is intersecting. This is called no solution. Three conditions we have. For this one, you have to apply b squared minus 4ac equal to 0. Here we have to apply b squared minus 4ac bigger than 0. Here we apply b squared minus 4ac less than 0. But use the word tangent so we can apply. So first of all, two options are there. Fx is also called y. So I'm removing the fx and writing y. So this is y value I'm going to plug in here. Or this make a y subject first of all, or plug in there. Both are available, no problem at all. Part number 1. So 2x to power 2 minus 8x plus 14. This y value I'm going to plug in here. And this plus kx will come as it is. And minus 12 I bring on the left side. Now reorder means x, and this, how many x square? 1. How many single x? 2. And I take common out, I got a k minus 8 and x out. Repeat. Here single x, here single x. Take common out. Okay, this and this will make a constant. Plus 2. I hope so up till here, nothing hard. What is the value of a? Actually, we have to apply formula ABC. A, what is a? Beside of x squared is called a. And I'm writing here, a value is 2, b value is k minus 8, c value is 2. Repeat, x squared coefficient is called a, x coefficient is called b, and without x is called c. Now I say that as tangent, so I can say that b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. b is k minus 8 whole square, and a is 2, c is also 2. Here I have to do it. I can do it two ways, expanding bracket or 4 for 16. 16 goes on other side, become positive. I can expand. I know many students expand the bracket, not wrong even, but it take a time. I can take a root of the both side from here. When I take a root of both sides, my students, so I get a plus and minus 4. I will break in two parts. K minus 8 equals to 4, and k minus 8 equals to minus 4. K becomes 12, and k becomes 4. So we got he asking two values, constant values of k actually. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I believe you got a point very clear. Part number 2. Part number 2 says what? He said completing square form. So we have to convert into this form, completing square, because a outside to say two common must be there. So let's start. 2x to power 2 and negative 8x plus 14. Okay, 2 common from first two numbers, two values. I get this, and 14 you keep outside, or you can take common from all three even, no problem at all. So x squared minus 4x, and then I copy this 14. What is a half of 4? 2. And 2 square, one time add, and one time subtract. You must put square on it. These three terms combine and merge. Combine and x minus 2 square, and this 2 square give you 4, okay, plus 14. And then 2 multiply here, multiplies with that number. So I get 2 times 2x minus 2 square, 2 4s are 8. And finally, I'm getting x minus 2 whole square, and I'm getting 6. So this is my completing square is over. Now see now what is going on further. He's asking us here that after this, you have to, completing square is over. So completing square over, and we have to find the range, part number next. So let's see how we can find the range. Range is very clear. If you look at carefully, range. First of all, we stationary point find. How to find stationary point? Is also called, I just doing extra part, stationary point. Stationary point, how to find under power 2 whatever, put equals to 0. And I got x is equals to 2. So 2 comes. and outside the number, including sign, is called y coordinate. So this is a very important to find, otherwise we can't find the range. And I'm going to show you that range, how to find the range. Range is extra part. Yeah, range is third part, third part. And how to find range, I show you a rough diagram. It means 2, x is 2, y is 6 somewhere here, 2 and 6. And this is a plus point of minima. The curve is actually, I have to see what domain, or domain is given what? Yeah, here, real number, real number. Real number means we have no boundary. We can go left or right, any form. So I'm going to make a graph. This. And you can see this. This is a turning point, and x is 2, y is 6. It's very clear. But hold on. It means 2, I can go rightwards, I can go leftwards. Here, no boundary. So x is a real number, belongs to a real number. But y is not that. I can go from 6 higher. How higher? If I go forward, right side, it's a y goes this way. If I come this way, y goes this way. In both options, y value start from this turning point and goes upwards. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I can say here the range is y is bigger than equal to 6. This is my final answer. And let's talk about the fourth part. And what is the fourth part, my students? He said find smallest value of a. He given the same function, same, everything same. Only function name change. It was first f of x, now he given g of x name. But he said x, first his domain was x belongs to real number. No boundary limitation of the domain. We can go anywhere, right or left. But in a part number this, we have boundary limit x start from a and going higher and higher. He's asking what is smallest value of a, the inverse, it has inverse. And all of you familiar, current situation, it is no inverse exists because it is not 1 to 1. How to make it 1 to 1? Either you go from here rightwards and leave the left side part, or second, leave right side and go this way. So I have to choose any one way. So either from, okay, look at here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, among these value, what is the least value? Least value is 2. And here, among these value, what is the largest value? 2. Why, sir? Because you can ask me, because I cannot, I have to go either right curve or left part of curve. So to make a function, 1 to 1. And 1 to 1 function has inverse only. And he was asking that. He's asking here, what is smallest value of A? Actually, smallest means that I am coming from the left side and stop here. Why stop here? So I cannot move further. I have this part of curve. So this is number is the smallest number. If I come from this side, this is called largest number 2. If I come from the right hand side, this is called least value. So I hope so got idea. Least value or largest value. Both options, the answer of A is turning point x coordinate, always. This is my final answer. And let's go for the last and final part. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. He's saying that find inverse of G, because he said that we have to go, okay, right side only. So it means that my graph is very clear. We have it now. We have now only very clear. Wait a minute, please. Okay, now we can go. I'm just showing you. There's a function graph. I make it, and then I make an inverse function graph. So some logic behind. There's no need to show to examiner. So as is, we know that it's starting from, look at here, we are going bigger than that 2 number, bigger. So it means x value is bigger than 2 now. So it means this is a 2 and 2, and this is a 6, let's 6 here. Okay, this graph I'm getting. This graph I'm getting. Okay, and same graph, I make it again here. This same graph, I make it here again. Okay, this graph of g of x and this graph of g inverse of x. Let me write it now. Okay, and you know it very well. The domain is starting from here to onwards. According to situation, x is bigger than equal to 2. And what's the range starting from here upwards? Y is bigger than equal to 2. This is called domain of function. This is called range of function. Now, current situation, okay. Inverse condition, what happens? This is rightwards is now no more x, because you know when you find inverse, x become y and y becomes x. y becomes x. So this is coming x bigger than or equal to 2. So I hope so got the idea. This is g of x, this is g inverse of x. So let's see now how we can find. But you know it very well, we can't find inverse function of this. We are bound to do completing square. It's using completing, so sorry. So I'm using g of x 2 times 2x minus 2 whole square plus 6. Step number 1, remove function name and write y. Step number 2, try to make x subject. So 6 adding will subtract. 2 multiplying will divide. I'm doing in the same step. Now I take a root, or first I switch the sides. Switching sides, no sign will change at all. Now power root of the both side, I get root y plus minus 6 by 2 plus and minus. This 2 will go and it will become add. The only thing left only, this become interchange. And interchange means x become y and y becomes x. So I'm erasing these values only. And I make it y here and an x here. And this is called G inverse. That's it. But one thing is left only. And what is that? We have to decide here, either we have to plug in plus sign or minus sign. That is the important part here. So we have to look upon inverse function. So whenever we write plus and minus, make sure we concentrate on the inverse value of the range. The range value is is growing or decreasing. See, the range value is increasing from 2 onwards. Whenever increasing come, we have to must here put here plus, no minus sign. Okay, if it is coming, if it is coming left side, if it is coming left side, for example, not this way, then we must put a minus sign. I hope so got a point, and that's it. And question is completely over.